Nikita and I am part of the Inclusion Council working on the communication team. So in our meeting today we've been talking a lot about kind of racism and overt racism and what that is and how we report that. However, what we have been talking more in depth about is looking at microaggression, so kind of what is microaggression. So today I have Tendai with me and she's going to tell us a little bit about what is microaggression. So what is it? Tell us what it is.
Okay, so you're probably familiar about microaggression, but in simple terms basically it's those little subtle ways of discrimination that people do experience. That can be done either directly or indirectly, and it could be verbal, it could be behavioral. But at the receiving end, the person who's actually at the receiving end of that, it can have a great impact on them negatively.
Okay.
Usually it's in cases where it actually accumulates over time, somebody being exposed to that every day or experiencing that on regular basis, that can actually negatively impact on them. For example, their mental health, and their self-esteem can be reduced, anxiety, paranoia, things like that. Those are a few examples that microaggression can impact on people.
So it's very kind of subtle.
Very subtle
things.
I can give an example. For example, say maybe put downs, very subtle, putting somebody down. That could be an example of microaggression, and that happens to people who fit in the group of marginalized population as well.
I'm sure there's lots and lots of examples we can think of.
That's right.
So how are you going to kind of look at that in more detail? What's the plans moving forward? How are we going to look at how much microaggression affects our trust?
So in the project that I'm currently working with Neil, is on culture inclusion, and within that, how we're hoping to use this is to actually raise an awareness and understanding across the trust, within staff members as well as service users. So we're going to do that in the form of a survey that we're going to put out, get information from. Our focus is mainly going to be BAME, but across other areas which are marginalized as well, for example gender, for example sexuality as well. And we're going to collate that information and then use that to find out our next steps in terms of perhaps maybe with the videos, posters, raising that awareness, using our BAME champions as well to help feed into that.
So it sounds like you've got a really good plan in place, kind of looking at the data, using a survey, kind of questionnaire format to get that information in, and then you've also got plans moving forward once you've got that data, thinking about how we can improve in our trust.
Definitely,
That sounds brilliant.
And that would improve, productivity, more within staff members, and increase that within our trust as really.
And hopefully reduce mental health and kind of those kind of things you mentioned earlier as well.
Yes,
brilliant.
Definitely.
So I hope you've learned lots about microaggression, and if you want to find out any more information, please read below.